You're listening to Chatting with Flor Moran, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Chatting with Flor. Welcome to episode number 3. And this weekend, as you already know, this is Emmy's weekend. So, as you can see, I'm all dressed up, but this is a red carpet dress that I have underneath, but I cannot show. So, that's why I'm trying to be, cover as much as I can. The rest is for the red carpet. But um, I just wanna bring somebody so special to me too. Like everybody knows, all my guests are very special. They have a special place in my heart, and this person is very special because she was there for me during a time that it was difficult, and she knows what she means to me. And I'm so happy to bring her over to this episode of Chatting with Flor. And her name is Masa, and she's from Orange County. Her roots are from Iran, and she finished her high school, in Orange County, and then she got transferred to um, Cal State Long Beach, and where she got her bachelor's in technical arts, and then she started managing um, Disneyland Resorts cast members. She's a stage manager. Um, for Disneyland on 2019, and then she moved on to stage managing for Knott's Berry Farm, and she's the best. They're blessed to have her, and I work with her, and she's just awesome. And one of the, I would say, one of her beauty of her personality is like her friends are very important and the biggest source of motivation in her life. So if I'm short, I'm sorry, but I'm just so happy and thrilled to have my dear friend Masa. How are you?
Hi, I'm really happy to be here and talk to you. I'm really excited.
I don't know, for some reason you make me nervous. You do. But
I'm just a regular person.
that's Masa's energy. But, you know,
I
I'm just
swear
so
I'm not
thrilled.
scary. I really am. I'm
I
not.
know, I know you're not. I know you. Um, I'm just thrilled to have you. You're awesome, and I'm sorry. I'm just like happy, speechless, and that you're here. And I just want to um, have everybody to know the beauty that you are as a human being as well. But you are
Thank
like
you.
just
Thank you.
special to me. Yeah, you are, girl. That's why you're here. Everybody that comes here is because they're special to me. They have a special place in my heart, and there's a reason and purpose that we're doing this together because we have to deliver the message of love and kindness, and if this is the way we're doing it, you know and I appreciate you.
Yeah, I agree.
So and one
Yeah,
thing, I know you're very private and you chose to do this. That means a lot to me, so thank you.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
I
just
can be an open book. So if you want to talk about things, we can talk about things.
oh, you're awesome. That's what I love, but I appreciate you. um if you want to tell the viewers and listeners about what is it that you do, what is the stage managing.
Well, a stage manager is basically a manager at any job, but when there is a stage, when there is like shows and live shows. I have done like I've worked with like live bands. I've worked with like I've done plays. I've called musicals. I've worked with like random acts like me like magicians here and there sometimes. Basically, any kind of live entertainment. Like I will be in charge of like the daily operational. Um, whatever's going on, making sure like everyone has a support, managing everything, making sure the performers are there, making sure the tech is available. If things go wrong, I'll be the person that has to make a decision on the fly. So I would say it's a really stressful job. Live entertainment is. I mean, you would know. Live entertainment is really
No, you know
stressful.
that. I work for
Um,
you on Elf on the Shelf. That's how and I we met. And,
yeah,
we have to just keep the ball rolling. The show must go on. And,
yeah.
and you were awesome. So, wow.
Yeah,
So
and we
you have
got
a lot of
thrown into doing that like really last minute, and because it was not something that they were doing at all. It was something that they started doing because of the pandemic. Because yeah, because they didn't want like any contact, and it was like the first year we were doing it, and we were thrown in. And they're like, just figure it out. Yeah, no, we went through hell together. Yeah, it was a lot.
but let me tell you, this girl pulled through for me and everybody there, and she was awesome. And without
Hmm.
asking, she was there. She just felt like it was unfair what I was dealing with, but she was there. And also, I want to say, um, Rolando from Hamilton. Shout out to him. And, I love him. And that's one of the reasons I stay there too, because you guys were
Yeah.
there for me and so many blessings for you guys. And also the rest of the crew and managers. And I love working for them during the time, but you were special to me and also Rolando. So, but I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
And
I'm
I'm
happy to be
happy.
here. I'm really happy
Oh,
you reached out.
I'm honored because I know how private you are. So, but whoever gives you work and they're blessed to have you, you're the best stage manager. And all I can say is just that you're awesome. So, but
Thanks.
anyways, um, so you're the one who brings the characters when it's their time on stage on
Yeah.
Disney and then Nuts. So those of you out there, when you go out there, you know who's in charge of that. So who's doing an awesome job too. So
Stage managers, they're really important. Like entertainment would fall apart without stage managers. And so if you see someone out there like calling the show, they have a headset on, like tell them thank you. They're doing a great job. They're
yeah,
holding
like
everything through.
not everybody realize like who's behind of everything, and those are the
Yeah,
people as
exactly.
well that they need to be, pat on the
They're
back.
so underappreciated.
No, but that's what we're doing this, and I'm
Yeah.
appreciating you, and I know how hard you work, and I know how awesome you are, and it is what it is, and that's what we're doing this for, to be recognized, because this is not
Yeah.
for the spotlight. No, it's just that to bring the
Mhm.
spotlight to those out there that they don't know they're stars, but they are to me. So, anyways, with that being said, Miss Masa, so let me ask you, what do you
In
think
case
about
it's hard for
Selena?
people to memorize it, it's just like NASA with an M. It's massa.
Masa. I remember you
Yeah.
corrected me so
Yeah.
many
So,
times.
so I just for the people that are watching that don't know me.
I know.
Someone actually recently asked me like the explanation of like NASA with an M, like how long until like I came up with that, and I had to tell him like I was like about a year after I moved to America, like and I had to come up with a way to teach people how to say it. So
Mm.
yeah.
Girl, you and I, we can just connect. Like me, I have a Spanish name. Is the only
Mm-hmm.
person that got it was my stepdad that raised me. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he would call me Flor Marie because my name in Spanish is Flor de Maria. So it's but he would say Fleur Marie,
Mm-hmm.
like French, Fleur Marie. So yeah, I can relate that. And
Yeah.
sometimes people would ask me like in school, Flor, where you walk on? I was like, no, it's a Spanish name. It means flower. So I can relate with you. So no worries. And you can correct me when I say it no. but any but anyways, just tell me, what is millennials for you? You're a millennial.
Ooh, Zillennial. Yes. Zillennials basically are I think I googled exactly what the
I know
years
you
were between.
corrected
So
me,
it was
girl, because I wanted to do a
yeah,
millennials, but you said, no, girl, fact check. I'm a millennial.
yeah. Yeah, because I
Get
was
it
born in
together. Get it
'97,
right.
and that's basically like literally the start of Gen Z. But like I have actually had a hard time like relating to Gen Z. Like I've related to millennials most of my life. So like as an adult, I was introduced like Gen Z, and they're like, "Oh, you're actually Gen Z." I was like, what are you guys talking about?" And
Mm,
the concept of Zillennials came out, I think like 2 or 3 years ago. It's the people, it's basically the people that like remember MySpace, but they were never actually old enough to like go on MySpace. They remember like the dial-up internet, like the noise, like like we remember that. But like
that's
we
so good that you
also
brought that
got
MySpace. I never
tablets
used
as teenagers.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that's what millennials are. It was between 1993 and 1998.
Mm.
Those are the people that are like basically between millennials and Gen Z.
You
It's like
see,
a new generation. There,
you
yeah,
learn
and that's what
something
I
new
am.
every day. And I'm so glad you fact checked and corrected me because
Yeah.
otherwise that
I was
would
like,
have
I would
really.
love to call myself a millennial because I relate to them, but I'm not technically. So
And I always
let's do
thought,
millennial.
yeah, I always thought about you. I was like, she's perfect to talk about millennials. But look,
Hmm.
I checked and you corrected me, and I appreciate you for that. So that's what is a millennial. Okay, so everybody didn't know. Now we know.
A new concept.
No, it's good, to know because sometimes you go by the age. I was like, I can get this people. I was like, especially me. I'm an OG. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm generation, I think, X.
Mhm.
So it's kind of hard sometimes to relate to millennials. I was like, it's just how old are you?
I know. It's just when you put everyone in like one box, it just becomes too much pressure. And it's like,
And
I'm
I
my
don't
own
like that. I don't
person.
like to
Yeah.
put anybody on boxes or anything. It's just who you are, and
Mhm.
that's it. And I take you as you are. And if we don't agree, then it's okay.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of
I
being
think it's
you.
like those like time periods is more about like generational experiences. It's not really
Hmm.
like your personality or anything. It's just what you went through as a generation.
Right.
Mhm.
And also, what do you think? Like for society right now, are they more accepting of you guys' ways and perspective of life? Like, do you think society is more welcoming you
Um,
guys, or it's more like,
I don't know. I feel like we always say like, oh, like we're going towards the right direction, but there's always more progress to be made. I always say because things can be better.
right, right, and
Yeah.
um, you know, but how do you think like right now with everything, all the changes we're going through as society, and especially for you guys, new generation, you guys are the future of society.
Yeah. I would say specifically for me right now, being in entertainment, entertainment is taking a huge hit. It's a lot of these companies, they want something really like they want to put out this a cheap, fast project and they want to get like good results. They want to like make a lot of money off of it. And entertainment has been like one of the things that has been taking a huge hit. So they've been doing a lot of cuts. So like there's a lot of people that I know, and we talked about it earlier when I was talking to you on the phone. It's a lot of people are losing jobs. It's people's livelihood, and entertainment is one of the things that it feels like it's like a lost child right now because specifically like working for like theme parks, they don't really think of entertainment as essential because it's not specifically bringing them like money like specifically for entertainment, but
Hmm.
it's literally the heart of the park. These are like some of the biggest entertainment companies and they barely have any entertainment in the park right now. So it's yeah, entertainment is taking a huge hit, and I think it's there's a lot of greed in society, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, I got you, and I totally respect your point of view, and I hope and pray that everything gets better for all of us.
Yeah,
And slowly for surely, I know it will get better. And thank you for
hopefully.
yeah, it will, girl. We just have to keep on doing what we're doing and being positive and put it out there in the universe. And I know it's gonna change for the better. Um,
Yeah.
but thank you for your honest answer. And also, tell me, what do you think about just life itself as a millennial right now?
Oh my God. It's hard. It's we're being told that we're not working hard enough when none of our jobs are paying us a living wage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard. Because like our parents' generation, like well, not the, maybe not specifically my parents, but like that generation, they buying a house was so much cheaper. It was so much more easier. Men would go to work and women would stay home and they would be able to provide for an entire family on just one salary. That is not possible anymore. That is not a reality for my generation at all. You need at least two incomes to be able to have a child. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't want children. It's not because they don't actually want the child, it's because they can't afford it. Like a lot of people can barely afford themselves. So yeah, I would say millennials are going through a really hard time right now, just being told they're not working hard enough when they're working so many hours a week for
Girl,
jobs that are
Gen,
not paying living wage.
not only millennials, Gen X too, girl.
Yep. Yep,
welcome to the
exactly.
club. So yeah, yeah, I get you, and that's reality. So that's what millennials are
Mhm,
going through. And thank you so much for being
mhm.
honest and with your answers. And that's what
Yeah.
I want. I want our listeners and viewers to get just a you know organic, honest answer. And how do you feel right now? Are you having fun?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, sure.
Oh, I was like a little bit nervous. I was like, just once you start, it'll go away. You'll be
Come
fine.
on, it's me, Flor.
It becomes natural. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I was like, here, you're gonna see Flor. You're gonna be like, oh, that's my friend. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no. But to me, it's different because you were my boss, and it was different. But we crossed that, and we became like good friends, and
Yeah.
so
I
you're
know
welcome.
that's kind of weird for me because like I am someone that like my first
You're
instinct is
very
always like,
professional.
let's be friends. Like, let's be friends. But then they're like, I sometimes have to be like, okay, cool. But like sometimes you're their manager, you're not their friend, and there's a
Hmm.
difference between the two.
Hmm.
So like, and I have to like always like remind myself like you need to take a few steps back.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Mhm.
But it was an honor to work with you, and like I said, I
Yeah.
have fun in that play, and it was just a beautiful experience, especially during COVID, and it was just something that they were pioneer, and kudos to them. They did
Yeah.
an awesome job, and we all did at the end. So
And
it was a
yeah,
good.
friendship made it outside work, so that means that it was true friendship. So
No,
a lot
especially
of my
coming.
friendships don't make it outside of work.
That's what I'm
So
saying, especially
I'm just
coming from you.
saying.
Yes, I love it, and that's the floor power.
Mhm.
I don't mean to be braggalicious like my friend Teresa. Shout out to her. Love you, girl. I had fun the other night at the party. At the red carpet. But yeah, it's just that's how it is.
Yeah,
I
it
just
looked
like
fun.
to.
I saw your pictures.
Oh, thank you, girlie, and I love you, and thank you for supporting me. Whatever I'm posting on my Instagram, I see your
Yeah.
likes. Thank you.
I know you
Yeah,
you like all of my stuff too. You're like responding all the
yeah, of
time.
course.
I love it.
Hey, I get love, I give back love. That's how it is. So, but if you give me something else, then I just have to pull away because that energy doesn't belong with me. you know. But
No, that is a
anyways,
really healthy at it, like you will be around until you become toxic, and then when you become toxic, I'm
I
gonna
don't
go the
like
other way.
toxicity. I don't. I just
Yep,
don't. I
exactly.
just like peace and love and relax, chill because life is too short. And I learned that with COVID.
I
I got
was
all those
literally just
things
about to
with
say, life
COVID.
is too short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life
Life is too
life
short
is
to keep toxic people around because, like, after a while, it's kind of like you disrespecting yourself. Like, you know that it's your pattern and you know they're not good for you, and you're just like still keeping them around. It's like, it's kind of disrespecting yourself.
yeah, and sometimes it's difficult, but it is what it is. It's part of life. I love
Can you tell I'm a
everybody
little
and
bit harsh on myself sometimes?
you know, but
Yeah,
it's
because like
part of
I like to see the good in people, and I know you're the same way too. It's a good thing that we like to see the good in people, but not everyone deserves that. So sometimes it's really hard to like differentiate, like,
it
oh,
is
does this
hard
person
because I
deserve?
love yeah. It's like I love to spread love and kindness and you saw that in me when I was working with you and no matter how I was being treated, but I just overlook it and kept going,
Yeah,
and it's hard sometimes. It's hard to realize that and just, you know, put your foot down, but it is what it is
yeah.
and you know. But
I know.
that's
Setting boundaries can be really hard, like especially like for people please. Well, I'm a recovering people pleaser, I would say, because I grew up as a people pleaser and I'm
that's me
trying to
too.
not be that.
I'm more like, "Here, mommy's side." Like, the mom side of me is always with my friends, and they can tell you, like, I'm more like, the caring person, this. I was like, "Yeah, Flor, yeah." But,
Yeah,
what about me at the end? Like, who's gonna be the mommy for me or the dad for me? But,
exactly.
you know, but
It's
that's a
like I take
different
care
story.
of everyone else who's taking care of
Now people's
me.
gonna say, "No, now she has, like, mommy daddy issues." Well,
Hey,
that's a different
hey,
therapy
nothing
session,
wrong
y'all.
with that. Okay, I'm gonna say something about that because
What?
how is it that like because like everyone like thinks everyone says like daddy issues like it's such a like a bad thing on the person that has that whether they're a boy or girl like both sides can have daddy issues but like how is it that as a society we put that on the child and not the dad who failed.
That's a good question,
Can
but
I do a
that's a
mic drop?
different. Yeah, that's a different topic because that's a therapist answer. I
Yeah,
don't
I
want
know,
to
right?
answer
I know.
something that I
You're
can't.
like, let's not talk about this now. Let's talk about it later when I have a
No,
glass of wine
because
in my hand.
it's not my. I guess I would say not the right thing for me to answer right now. No, because I can't have an answer. It's just because I don't want to come across like I don't know what the heck am I talking about, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
So, but you're free to ask that, and to say those things because that's what I want. I want organic flow here, I don't want, things
I
that
mean, technically, it's a rhetorical question. It's just to make a point.
but yeah, that's a smart question and it's so
Yeah.
deep. But that's part of sometimes how we are, we are
Yeah.
sometimes the result of so many things and decisions and unconsciously we act or behave in a way that I guess we were brought up or something that it was missing in our life and that's how
Yeah.
we react. But, you know, it's not, for me like to say, oh, this is what it is because I'm not a specialist about it. And I'll be bringing like a specialist, you know, therapist for those type of subjects, but down the road.
Yeah.
But that's a good question. That's why I love to have conversations with you because you're like a deep thinker like myself. And I love that.
Mm.
I love to have good
I know, yeah. It's
good
weird
talk.
because I am a private person, but then once you ask me a question, I'm like, here's all the truth that you need to know.
Here how I fix it.
Yeah.
It may not work for you, but this is how I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you, and I love that about you. I was just laughing. Sometimes I would laugh with you with so many jokes you would say, and it was funny. But yeah, that's my masa. That's what she helped me to pull through with all the play. But she knows what I mean. So let me ask you, who's your celebrity crush? Do you have a crush out there?
Oh, okay.
It
Currently, or like the one
doesn't matter, whoever it is.
because I have one because there was one person that was there all throughout my teenage years that I was like in
Mhm.
love with, but like my 20s, I would say somebody else.
I
Should
don't
I say
care who
both?
is it.
Okay, I'll say the 20s first because the teenager one is a little bit weird and I need to explain myself.
Okay.
So the one in my 20s, I would say Sebastian Stan.
Oh, okay.
Adam, do you
That's
know
a
who
good
that
one.
is? Yeah, he played Bucky, the Winter Soldier, in the Marvel movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I
Good.
know. I'm a Marvel fan. Well, I used to be.
Who's not,
The
girl?
past
I
couple
love
movies, the
Marvel,
past
and
couple movies are
I
questionable.
love the movies they do, and I'm a big fan. And whatever they release, I just like they're watching. So
Yeah,
totally agree.
yeah. No,
Okay.
he's done like a bunch of other projects too, but he's just. I would say the movie that like I was like, oh my god, Civil War. It was Captain America's Civil War. It's one of the Marvel movies. It's the third Captain America movie. That movie, like he has like longer hair and he has a beard, and I was like, yes, I like
You're like
him.
I'm digging it. You're funny. But that's
Well,
good. That's
for
your
Christmas a couple years
crush.
ago, a friend of mine gave me like a huge poster of him. It's like I love
Oh,
it.
that must have been your
I need to
best
frame
gift
it.
ever. That
Yeah.
totally made your year, huh?
Now about my teenage crush. The reason why I need to explain it is because this he's a little bit older.
Mhm.
And even when I was a teenager, like he's like old enough to be my dad. But
Okay.
like when I was a teenager, I was like in love with him. And in my defense, he's never looked his age. He always looks like a decade younger than his own age.
Mhm.
Do you know the band? You saw? Did you see my story from last night
Mm, yeah, a little bit.
when I went to the concert? When I
Yeah, I saw the
so
concert.
I went to see Green Day last night.
I know, I saw that.
Lead singer Billy Joe
Mhm.
Armstrong was
Mm.
my
Oh
biggest celebrity crush all throughout my
my
teenage
god.
years. I was in love with him. Like I was 15 in love with a 40-year-old. But he
Girl, when
didn't
you're
look
talking about you were 15,
40.
you look like 15 right now. You still,
I know I don't change.
you don't age.
Yeah,
That's good.
people do tell me I look the same, but he looks young too. Like he always looks like a decade younger than his own age. Like when I found that he's 40, I was like my jaw was on the floor.
Mhm.
So like yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
it was him. I actually like made a collage of a few of his pictures and I had it like on top of my bed on the wall.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
nice. I didn't know
I
that
love
side of
him.
you.
I
I didn't know that.
oh my god. If
There's
you ask
nothing wrong
my
with that. That's
mom,
good.
yeah, if you ask my mom about like be like, oh, who's your like daughter's celebrity crush? She's gonna be like, oh my god, how long do you have? Like she's gonna have to like send you like a list.
Oh, Jesus.
Because she's been
That would take
big
me the
one,
whole
you know?
podcast.
Yeah, because like I crushed on celebrities. I loved movies and TV shows growing up. So like I crushed on celebrities all the time. So yeah, my mom like I'd be like, oh mom, like I'm gonna go see my love. Like I go to a concert or something, I say that and then she's like, which one?
Oh my goodness. NASA, you're
Yeah.
polyamorous?
Hey, like you gotta get like
That's a different
proxy love
subject,
from
another
somewhere.
episode. I know. We'll talk about it in another episode. I'll bring you over for that. What it means being polyamorous.
Yeah.
Don't give me the answer right now. I know you fact check real quick. Oh, Masa, that's fun. That's what I want to know. I just want to have fun, and for you to have fun too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what is your favorite meal?
Ooh, this is a hard question. I really like red meat, which I understand is not a good thing. But I really
Nothing
like red
wrong with
meat.
that.
I would say either like a really good ribeye steak with some kind of potato and shape. Like if it's like fries, mashed potatoes, like whatever. I love potatoes. Like whatever shape and color they come in is great. Either that or I would say I love pasta. I love Italian food. Like any kind, like either like a chicken marsala or like a chicken alfredo. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm,
no, I love pasta a lot. And it's not a good thing because that's a lot of carbs and that's too much
that's
carbs is not
okay.
good for you. You
That's
should
okay.
eat carbs because your body still needs carbs, but too much carbs.
I
Yeah.
know. No, that's good. Good answer. I can relate to that. Except the
Yeah.
meat, though. You know what happens to me with the
Oh,
meat.
yeah. Yeah.
Mm, that doesn't go well.
You're not my only friend that has a problem with meat, so I understand.
I was forced to, but I'm doing my best being vegan pescatarian. So
Hey, as long as you're happy, like as long as you're eating the
yeah,
food
no,
your
no, no.
body
I love it.
needs.
I can tell my body responds differently, and my skin too. And
Oh,
I
then
just
yeah,
love it.
definitely.
I love it.
It's your body, you know.
Hmm.
Yep.
And what qualities are important for you in a partner?
Oof. Wow. Uh,
Don't give me a whole book, okay, please. I don't want the whole
well,
Bible there.
no. I mean, it's
Just
the like
joking. Please don't take
the
it serious.
main ones. Like it's loyalty. There's an important one. Um, I would say personally for me, they have to be funny.
Mhm.
But most importantly, they need to find me funny. Because if I'm cracking jokes all day and it's going over your head and you're not laughing at them, it's gonna affect my my self esteem.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why I need someone that can find me funny because I need
I
you
can
to
take your
laugh at my
jokes. Yeah,
jokes.
yeah. That I can take your jokes. Your jokes are
Yeah.
funny. I heard you like when we were working together. You used to
Hey,
go around.
like that's why we get along, but
Yeah,
not everyone finds me funny. So I'm just saying.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I guess we have the same, sense of humor, but you know,
I
everybody.
think like I get along with people that have like dark and cynical humor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you can be dark
Just
sometimes.
a
I don't
little
mean
bit
it
of
that way,
dark in
but
there.
it's just like it's a joke. People don't take it seriously.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
Look, this is what I think. Boring gets me tired. If you don't find, the fun, the beauty of life, even to make fun of your own self, you're gonna get tired.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like miserable. You need to have fun. You need to smile.
Yeah.
You need to enjoy life. And if you don't joke around, you're gonna be bored.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say a good example of that that I make is like when you're learning to like roller skate or rollerblade or like I don't know, you're ice skating and like when you fall, it's a lot of people like they take it so seriously, like, oh my God, I fell. It's like, no, like you can laugh about that. You just fell and you're fine. You're not hurt. You can get up. I when I went skiing for the first time, I was falling so many times. I fell so many times coming down that mountain, and it wasn't even the long one. It was the short one that they take like the beginners on. And I fell so many times. Every single time there was a smile on my face because I'm like, okay, cool. And now I'm just gonna get up and do it again because I want to learn. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like not take yourself seriously and be like, you know what, I fell, but like, why am I embarrassed? Why? What is the reason for this embarrassment? I think it's just because like we always constantly think like other people are looking. They're like, oh, like they fell. And it's like, okay, I fell. What are you gonna do about it? Like
I know.
it
It just
happens. People
depends
fall.
how. Yeah, it just depends. How you see life. That's how you react, and that's one of
Yeah.
the things that us as human beings sometimes we have to learn on this journey called life.
Yep.
So that's one of the qualities. They have to have a sense of humor and get your
Oh yeah,
sense.
sense of humor. Um, what else? I would say again, personally for me,
You're like, I forgot what
no,
was the question.
it was you said the qualities of a
Yeah.
partner. I would say one that's really important to me is someone who has a sense of adventure.
Mhm.
I'm someone that really likes nature. And I love to like if someone's like, oh, there's like random waterfall at the random location, let's go do this hike. I'm like, oh my God, let's go. Like I love doing that. I want to see more greenery on Earth. And because I love forests and I also love the ocean. You saw I was in Hawaii earlier this year.
Those are
I
beautiful
love Hawaii.
pictures
Like
that you posted. Yeah.
yeah, it's just all of the islands are so beautiful, and I joke about how like every time something goes wrong in my life, I book a ticket to Hawaii. So it doesn't matter what island. I'm just like, oh, whichever one is the cheapest right now. I'm just gonna go to that one right now, and that's literally what I've done. I literally am like, which one am I going to? Oh, okay, cool. I guess I'm going to Oahu this time. And I've been
Oh,
to all four main islands because I genuinely love Hawaii, and it's kind of true when things do go wrong in my life. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Hawaii. Because I come
that's a
back a different person. I come back
you
refreshed. I
recharge.
truly do.
You
Yeah.
recharge. You recharge your energy with nature, and that's how I am too. That's how
Yeah.
empaths are, and you should
Yeah.
look into that. If you're an empath, you recharge with nature.
Oh,
It's like
definitely.
me, I cannot be
Exactly.
away from nature. Like I grew up in the ocean, literally, so
Yeah.
it, I can't I can't be away from the water or the. Right now, I
Yeah.
live in the mountains, but which I love the mountains. There's nothing wrong with that. I get really close to nature. They're like bears, wolves, coyotes, you name it,
Yeah.
snakes. And but I get nature, different. And if I'm not close to nature, I don't feel like, good. So I can totally
Yeah.
relate why nature helps you because you recharge. And that's what nature does,
Yeah,
especially
exactly. So yeah, that's why I think it's important to like for my future partner to also like share that experience because I want the person to also be as excited to be like, yeah, let's go on this adventure. Let's go see that like that mountain, that waterfall.
we
Let's go
lost
like
you.
check it out. So like,
I lost you for a little bit.
oh, can
I
you hear
lost you
me?
for a little bit. Yeah, now I hear you. I was like,
Cool.
"Are you gone? Are you there?"
No.
It's part of the being live. So this
Yeah, I
is
gotcha.
chatting with Flor.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's one of the other important qualities that your partner
Yeah,
needs to
and
have.
before I got cut, I was like, yeah, it's something that like I would say it's an important thing for me personally because I would want my partner to be like, yeah, let's go on this adventure, let's go to check this, like to check out this waterfall. So like, yeah, I would say it's an important quality for me personally.
Okay. Let me see what reaction I get with this. Would you rather spend 1 year at the North Pole or 2 years in the Sahara Desert?
This is for me an easy question, because I absolutely despise the heat and I love the cold and snow.
Hmm.
So I'm definitely gonna go with North Pole.
Awesome. Good answer. And let's see. And what is your perspective of mental health growing up versus now?
Oof. Oh man, this is a loaded question. I grew up with the like our parents' generation were the generation that thought going to therapy meant you had issues,
So
and
you're
like
like,
oh like if you
hmm,
yeah, like you have like you're like you're messed up in the head, and like oh what would the rest of the
hmm,
family think? What would others say? So
yeah,
growing up, like it was definitely something that like I was taught that is taboo, but like obviously being an empath, I knew it's not. Like I knew in my heart it's not, and we need to go to
no.
therapy and we do need to talk about things sometimes.
Heal,
Even like
heal.
the healthiest people, yeah, they need to go to therapy and talk about things. Like it doesn't matter if you grew up in a supportive family or an unsupportive family, you can still grow up to be toxic because like this is how the way I think about it. Like even a supportive family can like tell you you're perfect your entire life to the point where you genuinely think there's nothing wrong with you ever. So that like I'm saying that what I'm not trying to say like oh having a supportive family is a bad thing. I'm saying that has happened. I've been friends with people that grew up with supportive families, but then they grew up very self-centered because their entire lives they were told like oh you're great and we love you and you're perfect, and but at the same time like having unsupportive parents it can also like have really bad effects on your mental health, and your entire life you're told that you're not good enough, that you're that no one will love you, and it's just I just think everyone, no matter what your upbringing is, even if you have supportive family or an unsupportive family, you still sometimes need to go to therapy and talk about it. You need to like have an outlet to let it out, and speaking about your feelings is so important. I'm someone that like if I realize that you're not good at communication, if you're not good at like opening up to me, like I'm not gonna take it personally. That's something that like it's if it's a part of you, that's totally fine. But as a friend, I can't be around that because as and you know me, you know I'm like I'm such an honest person, and so it's not something that I'm like preaching, you know, like it's like I'm an honest person. I will open up to the people that I care about. The people that I care about know a lot about me. Like I am private, but the people close to me know very private things about me because I do trust them. It's my like private, that's my inner circle. But yeah, no, I just think like it's really healthy to go to therapy no matter what your upbringing is, no matter what the situation is, because you might think like, oh, you're like I'm the strongest person. I dealt with so much. And it's like, yeah, but like you can still like deal with it in a more healthy way. Because when you don't deal with
Right.
it in healthy ways, it all comes out in toxic ways. And you that's when you start to push people away. That's when people start to like slowly like get away from you. And because your friends are gonna love you and they're gonna try to be there for you to a limit, because after a while it's like it's your life, you know, like we're not like I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life, but as someone who cares about you, you would like to like actually like guide your friend. I'd like I was reading something about how like it's better to be the honest friend because the honest friend truly cares about you than the person that just enables you and tells you every single thing you're doing is great. So
Right.
yeah, now I would say like
Amen
honest,
to
like
that.
you know me, honesty is the most important thing to me. So I don't know. I feel like I kind of segued into a different question. Like, what's my criteria for like friendships? It's like honesty,
No,
but that could be
it,
another question.
this is your time, girl, and I love it, and you're being natural, and that's how I want it. This is how it is. Chatting with me, and I love this. Because I'm able to pull different phases of the personality,
Yeah,
and I want the audience to learn something positive because at the end of the
yeah,
day, these are just for entertainment purposes, and the views and opinions are solely for each individual. So it's not like how we want you to see the world or how it is. No, it's our own perspective, you know? And we just want
yeah,
to leave a positive message. And this is how it is that, like every mind or brain is a different world, and however I think doesn't mean that you are entitled to feel the same way. No, it's just that's how we are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
we
the
are
beauty of
all
this.
human
That's why I created
beings.
this for us to be who we are. And we're
Yeah.
not perfect. Mm-mm. And
Mm.
whoever says that is perfect, nobody's perfect. I have my flaws, my mistakes, and guess what? We're all
Yeah.
humans, and we learn from it.
Yeah,
So I love
exactly.
those
And
answers.
like we make mistakes as human beings. It's I always say like the difference between a good human being and a bad human being is someone that like takes accountability for it. Because honest mistakes happen and we're human beings and human errors happen. The only difference between a good or well, I would say a mature and immature person is someone who takes accountability, who's like, hey, I understand that like I would have never done this. I never intended to do this because I am a good person, but I did do it and it was something that happened and I'm sorry and it will not happen again. That is a
Yeah,
mature person. And a
yeah,
mature person would go, but I'm a good person. I didn't intend to do it. So I'm going to need you to not be mad at me. And it's
mhm,
like, no, that's not how that works. You still did it. Like
yeah,
the action still happened. You didn't intend to do it, but you still did it. And you made me feel a certain way and you're not taking accountability for it. Yeah, no, I'm not okay with that. Like
yeah.
I'm in
It's
the
gonna be
friendships over this because I'm like, how can you not taking accountability for something you did? How can you gaslight me into like me thinking I'm the problem because I just want you to take accountability for what you did to me?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just that sometimes, like I said before, every brain is different, and we operate differently, and unfortunately, sometimes we don't agree, and that's the beauty of
yeah,
us as humans. But sometimes we just have to learn to forgive from our heart, and we just know
yeah.
what they bring into the plate, and it's up to us if
Yeah.
we stay away or
No,
we
I just genuinely think that like if that's who you are, then you need to like hang out with people that match your energy. So
Mhm.
and like so like I said like earlier, I was like, I don't think there's anything wrong with people that aren't honest about their I mean, it's it's a good thing to talk about your feelings, but like I don't think that's necessarily like you're a bad person for not being honest about your feelings with your friends. But that is something that's important to me. That's why I'm trying to say like friendship wise it's important to like or relationship wise it's important to be around people that match your energy. So
Right,
if you realize like hey like I'm not aligned with this person, our views aren't aligned, I'm clashing with them, they're not necessarily a bad person, but they're also not a really good influence on my life. Sometimes it's okay to just be like, hey, I think we just need to go our separate ways. You need to go hang out with people that match your energy and I need to go hang out with people that match mine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, no, that's how I feel.
you're like, that's how I feel. Yeah, good. That's how it is. So,
Hmm.
and where people can go and learn more about you.
I am on either LinkedIn or Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I Facebook is too much for me. I also don't have Twitter, so you can't find me there. But if you guys want to find me on Instagram, it's there's a really easy way to remember my username. It's MA two S's and seven A's, and that's because 2 and 7 are my lucky numbers.
Oh,
So it's
seven,
MA two S's and seven
seven,
A's.
7 and 8. I was born on the 8th.
Nice, nice.
You see?
Okay, I'm 97. I'm 97. I was born on the
Still baby.
seventh month of the year, and I was born on the 16th. 6 plus 1, 7. See, like it's
Oh my
7.
god. Like, everything is numbers. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's so many things that we have in common, and look, you know? So it's a blessing. So thank you so much for doing this. I love you, and most definitely we'll have to get together and catch up more on things. And let me ask you, why did you say yes to this craziness of mine
Girl,
of
because
doing the
it was
podcast?
you. You asked.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Mhm.
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I love you. And
Mhm. Yeah.
also, if you have a
I was worried I
superpower,
wasn't gonna have time, but I was like, I will make time for you. And
oh,
I wish I could be there with you, but it's just the drive was
I
a lot.
know, no worries. That's understandable. That's the beauty of technology, and that's one of the reasons I love technology because sometimes it can bring you closer.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
nothing wrong with that. Thank you so
No,
much.
I
Well,
and I didn't want to cancel on you, so I was like, I will get on the computer with you.
thank you. I
I will be
appreciate you.
there.
Many blessings for you, and
Mm,
love you, and all the good energy for you. You're awesome. Whoever gives you a job, you're the
mm.
best stage manager to work for, and it's been
Thank
an
you.
honor. And I
Mm,
just love your energy and your honesty. And
mm.
if you have a superpower, what would it be?
Ooh. Oh, I think I would be it would be teleportation
Oh, that's a
because
good
I
one.
don't want to sit in traffic anymore. If I could choose to never sit in traffic ever again in my entire life, I would do that. And I think that's why I would go with transportation. I
That's a
want to
good.
just think about a place and just be there.
Aw, that's a good answer. I love that. That's a good one. I love that one too. To me, I would like to clone myself. So there's would be one floor on the podcast, one floor with, work, another floor, So yeah, but that's a different topic. But
Yeah. For
I
another day.
yeah, I know. And also, what message you want to leave to the world? Because we're seeing all over the world. This is not just here in California. This is all over the world. So,
Hmm.
what message you want to leave for the world?
Ah, I would say be more kind to each other. We don't know each other's stories and we don't know what battles we're facing. So it's I think it's just fair to assume that it's best to treat everyone the same way. And just move with kindness because like at the end of the day, like why do you have so much hate in your heart? Like it's not good for you, it's not good for society, it's not good for your health at all. So yeah, I would say like move more with love. I know it sounds so cliche, but like it's needed. It's I feel like it's very much needed recently. It's like we need to love each other more and we need to realize that it's us against the world. It's our planet. We need to care about our planet. It's the planet we're all living in. Um it's all of the like every like political thing, every like job related stuff, everything that is related to our livelihood. It's all about us and it affects all of us. It's and we need to care more instead of like living blissfully ignorant. I want to say it because I feel like the past couple of years I see a lot of people that just rather not talk about things and not worry about things. They just want to live blissfully ignorant, and it's like that's not really helping society. It's like it's helping you to disassociate, but it's not really helping society. And it's also not really healthy because it's just, like I said, it's disassociating and it's not healthy at all.
Mm.
So I would say just be more kind and realize that we're all in this together and it's not against us against each other. It's us against our bosses, basically. So the ones that aren't paying us the living wages. Yeah.
Well, that's a good answer, and I love those messages. And that's the purpose of this podcast is to spread love and kindness among each other. And there's no need for us to be all sour and mean because life is too
Yeah.
short. So we just need to spread love and kindness. Thank you so much. We don't have that much time left. But thank you once again. It's an honor, and I'm very honored for each guest that says yes, that they want to join me on this journey called
Mhm.
Chatting with
Yeah.
Flor, because the main thing is to spread love and kindness. And this is
Yeah.
just for entertainment purposes and to spread the message of love and kindness to everyone.
Yeah,
And,
of course. Mm.
thank you. It's an honor, and I love you, and we'll have to meet, and we'll have to
Yeah, of
see each
course. Yeah.
other. We'll have to see each other
Yeah, we
again, and
definitely need to get coffee.
yeah, and also I
It's
want to say
long overdue. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know it's just that we get so
Yeah.
busy,
Like we
but we
talk
have
on
to
the
make
phone and we catch up so we know what's going on in each other's
yeah.
lives, but like I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know, but we have to
Mhm.
meet up again, and I missed you, and it was an honor working with you and you pulling through for me. So we only have 1 minute, but I just want to say thank you everybody for joining Flor, chatting with Flor. I hope you enjoyed this chat and also enjoy my guest. Thank you so much, Masa. And until
Yeah.
the next
Thank you for having
episode of
me.
Chatting with Flor. No, it's an honor, and thank you for the beauty of your answers. And thank you so much.
Thank
And we'll
you.
catch
You're listening to Chatting with Flor Moran, only on LA Talk Radio.